what are one or two of the lessons that you learned from your grandfather?
Honesty, hard work, participate.
What about the pool playing?
Oh yeah, yeah. He never let me win. Well, the odd time, you know. There was when I was getting a little bit more advanced. But I played many games of pool with him, and a lot of fond memories.
When you talk about honesty and integrity, how did he instill that?
Just by hard work and honesty, and don't an honest day's pay for an honest day's work, and he was old school that way. I don't think my grandpa ever ripped anybody off or lied or he didn't like people like that. So.
Now, I think you had something else you wanted to talk about. Is there anything else you want to add to this story?
Just glad that he was my grandfather. He was. I couldn't have asked for a better grandfather. Took me to hockey games and woke up early and cooked me hot cakes and spent many weekends at his place. And like I said, I don't think anybody could have asked for a better grandfather. Wish I was half the man that he was.
Powerful. Thank you very much. I know we have some other grandchildren here because I saw some of them put their hands up. She said, isn't this exciting? What are your memories that you can pass on from your grandfather? You're freezing up, yeah. Well, I'll keep you warm.
I don't know. I was the youngest grandchild, I guess, my first grandchild, so I remember watching TV with him a lot, and we were always over there with my grandma and my grandpa, and yeah, he was a good man, and always told me you can't get any tattoos or piercings, and you can't get a tattoo on your body, and
So can we check now? Sorry about that.
no, we're not.
But do you see the significance of grandparents? No piercing, no tattoos. Anything else that he passed on? Good job. Let's give her a hand. Well, the rest of the grandchildren. I saw some other hands up. Okay. Good. Well, you put your hand up. This is not an easy job unless I get guests up here. Now, what would be, can you think of one or two lessons that you picked up from your grandfather?
I just remember him always taking me out, go well wishing there. And,
Oh, you were out and were you doing it as well?
Yeah. He,
Did he pass on that talent to you?
Oh, I always used to go out in the backyard there and with the two rods, and I'd come back and Grandpa, I found water, I found water. And he would just smile and laugh. Oh yeah, it's probably the septic tank.
You're good. I like having you.
And yeah, we played pool a lot, quite a bit. And I think though every now and then he'd let me win because I'd go up to Granny. Oh, I lost again, Granny. And I think Granny would give him a little bit of heck every now and then. Last wins. Yeah, I was really gonna miss him. And yeah.
In terms of you got the opportunity to learn about the dowsing. Is there any particular lesson that he may have passed on? We picked up integrity and hard work, but just think about something he may have passed on to you.
Well, it's working hard. I know that. He's a hard worker, and
And this is hard work up here.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Do you have any other grandchildren? Okay, that's fair enough. I highly recommend that as you work at, growing your own capacities, public speaking can be a very important component, particularly if you're going to attend many of these sessions. As one guy said, he said, I joined Toastmasters so that I'd be able to do a eulogy and I'd be able to give a toast to my best man, or if I ever was a best man, he suggested. Now, is there anybody else who would like to make any comments on their memories of Gordon Thorsteinson? Well, that's fair enough. it's my job to conclude today. And the other thing too, you may have noticed the pictures that are around here. Beautiful pictures of scenes from the Caribou. And they can be purchased. All the profit.
It's gonna go to me.
I was actually going to say that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I was asked to read in Flanders Fields as the conclusion to today's ceremonies. The first time I was asked to read this was when I was in high school. I actually had it memorized then. Today I will read it from the script that I have. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place. And in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe to you. From failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. The first time I had the opportunity to recite that I was in grade 10 in high school. And as I recited it, I paused at particular places. And many of my buddies thought I'd forgotten the words. It's important to pause and ponder that message. And I appreciate the people from the Legion who fully understand and appreciate that message. Unless there's anything else. The next is to have a little bite to eat. It's been my pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies. I absolutely appreciate having the opportunity to come up to 100 Mile House. It's almost like a second home for me because I played softball for Lone Butte. Oh yeah, people go, what? Yeah, and our league consisted of Bridge Lake, the Flying U Guest Ranch, Forest Grove, and then that 100 Mile House started to import a lot of big-time softball players from Vancouver. But I was the big import from Victoria playing for Lone Butte. Ladies and gentlemen, it's food time now. Did you have something to say, or am I? I'm concluding. Remember, take a look at the pictures. Take a look at all the photos that have been laid out. Not just the pictures that Brian has, but the photos. Looking at those photos was exceptional for me because I saw a few pictures of my father and my mother, and I'm going, wow. As Brian and I were saying, those guys back then were pretty slim, weren't they? Take a look at those pictures, enjoy yourself, and wow, was it ever great to be here. Thank you very much.